We saw the runway perpendicular to the plane. Not good. Communist witches, and their main goal. I was in Romania. I did a Bitcoin guy brought me over there to do his birthday party.
Didn't you hang out with Andrew Tate over
there?
there?
I did. I did 20 minutes of comedy, and it bombed because it was people weren't really speaking English, and the ones that could didn't love me. So some of them liked me, and one guy pointed at me and just yelled Joe Rogan because he had seen me on this. Some Russian crazy guy just got up in the middle of the set and went, Rogan, Joe Rogan, and then sat down. And then they like brought him out. It was insane. But they paid me a lot of money to do it. And then there was, there's only one person there to really interview, and it was Andrew Tate. So I went to his house, and he's a lovely guy. Here's the thing about him and his brother. They are lovely people, whether they're human traffickers or not. They're lovely people. I'm not for human trafficking, but they took us out for a steak dinner, and there was women there, and a lot of the women were quiet. And I thought they were just quiet. That would be my story. If I'm called to testify, I would go, the women were quiet, and they were obedient, and many of them looked at the floor. But
really?
Yeah, it was, but it's Eastern Europe, Joe.
Right.
That's kind of the way they act. And coming from America, it was a little bit of a nice change of pace.
We stunned.
No, I mean, coming from, it was nice.
Were you stunned when you got arrested?
It wasn't stunning. Do your kids know how like well known you are, or do you think they don't?
It would be amazing if they didn't.
Well, I don't know. I'm
That'd
sure
be pretty amazing.
But they know.
Yeah, they know.
Okay.
They're super aware. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a freak when I go places.
And people just come
weird.
up to you, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah. Most people are real nice.
Right.
So it's not a real problem. It's
Right.
just like most people are just being nice. And
Right.
that's fine. And most people are super respectful when you're with your family.
Of course.
They don't try to take too much of your time.
Right.
It's what comes with the job.
Not my people.
Yeah.
They want my time.
Yeah, well, they want my time too.
Because I don't have a family,
You
so
don't
I'm
have a
just
family.
sitting there alone. They go.
Yeah. They'll sit right next to you.
And they'll point to their girlfriend and they'll go, tell her how the Clintons f kids. Tell her. I keep telling her. She doesn't believe me. Tell her.
No one suffers more than the girlfriends of our fans.
I mean, one woman came to me and she said, I think you're really funny. And she goes, but every day I hear either Joe Rogan's voice, Theo Von's voice, your voice.
Yeah.
And she goes, I just want it to stop. And sometimes she'll go like, I'll wake up and you're like yelling about something in my house. And my boyfriend's laughing. This is really funny. And she goes, why are you? And he goes, no, he's screaming about some waitress at a diner and ripped him off. And she goes, make it stop. Turn it off. Why are we listening to this? Why are we listening?
Well, ladies, you have your true crime shows.
You have them.
This is what we need as I could say this as men. Okay, This brings me back to that fucking Strange Times in Laurel Canyon shit.
Yeah.
4 months later, Saddam was located and captured in Iraq. So you're welcome, everyone.
What a great book. Not only the Tom O'Neill book, but then this Dave McGowan book, Weird Scenes Inside the Canyon. I lived up there when I was living in LA. I lived up there, and I'm telling you, that is the creepiest vibe of any area that I've ever been to in my life.
It's a weird vibe.
They have that fucking military installation, that Lookout Mountain.
Jared Leto owns that. He lives there now.
Doesn't he have a whole cult?
Shh.
Okay.
He's a good guy.
I'm sure he is. I'm not saying it's bad to have a cult.
They tried to investigate his cult.
Sure.
And it turns out it's not really. It's just a bunch of people having fun.
Yeah. And
there's
nothing
no
wrong with that.
requirements. There's no one asks you to fuck them. There's nothing
it's a voluntary fuck cult.
It's not even voluntary fuck cult. It's just they get together and dance or something. I don't know what they do.
I lived there for 3 years. I didn't get one text. I had not one. I used to drive by and point at it and go, look, it's the thing.
What do they do? What does Jared Leto's...
It's like a summer camp. They call it like Echelon.
Yeah.
It's a summer
Like
camp.
fans to go watch the band play close up. Kind of thing.
What the fuck's the problem with that, Tim? How about Tim Dillon Fest?
I have no problem with that.
It's basically Skank Fest.
Just a bunch of people eating shellfish in Long Island being racist. Yeah, absolutely. I have no issue with that at all.
What a fun time, though, for us.
Yeah. Like, we had a bad flight. Me and Sam Talent, we left Amsterdam, 35 minutes. It was a private plane going to Luton, which is an airport near London. Not in London, but near it. And the pilot said, it's a little windy in London. 30 of the 35 minutes were absolutely fine. When we hit about 3,000 feet, something happened. And it was not good. We got about 700 feet, and we're like, me and Sam Talent are like, where the fuck's the runway? To the right, we saw the runway perpendicular to the plane. Not good.
Ooh.
The pilot tried to, get the plane in. You see him on the controls, and we felt a gust of wind, and the pilot was like, fuck it. You heard him say, fuck it. Boom, we went back up, go around through like a bad storm, and then we had to land in Birmingham, and the landing at Birmingham was very tough too because the weather was degenerating. Now, but you had 2 French pilots that were in great shape and didn't say anything, and they were just like AI machines. And you had a Russian flight attendant, and to her, life and death have no meaning. It makes no difference. It's no difference. So she sits, says nothing, no expression on her face, and these 2 pilots. And in that moment, you want the most skilled person for the job. You are not thinking about anything else. You're not thinking about, were they raised rich?
Yeah.
How easy was it for them to go to flight school? Did their parents pay for their flights? All you're thinking about is, God, get this plane on the ground.
Yeah.
And that's where DEI, to me, is the most insane and dangerous, is when you start taking real important jobs and talking about shit no one gives a fuck about.
Yeah.
When you're on a plane like that, you don't give a fuck if it was 2 white pilots, black pilots. I don't give a shit who it is, as long as they are really good at flying this fucking plane.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
how
all
it's
you
supposed to
care
be
about.
with everything. Yeah.
But now I think the gays and lesbians are like the normies of gays now. And there's a new crop of people coming in that don't really have any sex. They spend most of their time online. They're all like pansexual communist witches. And their main goal is to tweet about you. No one even fucks. They're really just tweeting about you. No one's even having dirty, sweaty, sinful sex in a motel room anymore. Everybody's on Reddit talking about you.
Have you?
It's a weird thing.
It's weird for me. It's
Remember
it's
the
really weird.
Birdcage, the movie? It was very fun.
Yeah, I never watched it.
But it's great. Nichols and May wrote it. It's brilliantly funny. It's gay people in South Beach doing drugs, having sex, and having fun. We are like the opposite of that. We are like in some sexless, autistic horror hellscape where people just sit around and there's this weird like office politics, bureaucratic, like, weird like, you made me upset. You made me upset. Like, I grew up with Rent, where it was that show where people were like, we have AIDS, but let's have fun.
Right, let's dance.
That was the theme of Rent. It was like, we have AIDS, but let's not let it ruin the night.
Yeah.
And now people are just upset for all kinds of reasons. It's weird. And you don't really hate gay people.
No, I don't hate it. I love you.
Yes,
I don't
you've
hate
been
anybody.
You've been very good to me.
Yeah, I don't.
Loving me is like golfing with Candace Owens and going, I love blacks. So, yeah.
No, I love everybody, man. I have no ill will towards any individual group.
Right.
Individual people.
Yeah, of course.
And
I just think, Peter Thiel's giving a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist.
yeah, that seems odd.
4-part. Well, here's what's really wild to me. 4 parts. It's not just one. One lecture on the Antichrist would be insane. This guy's doing a series. He's doing a 4-part lecture on the Antichrist, and nobody in his inner orbit went, Peter, how about 1 lecture on the Antichrist or no lectures? Not 4.
Well, I don't think he understands the optics.
He certainly does not.
Yeah.
It's odd. Yeah.
Tickets sold out.
Well, of course.
Well, it's a private. It's a private lecture at a club in San Francisco about the Antichrist. What does he know about the Antichrist? Is he like?
I'm guessing a lot.
If you told me there was a movie and there was a guy who played the Antichrist, zoom in on that image of him.
Yeah.
I would say, oh, is that him? Was that the Antichrist?
This is like me doing a 4-part lecture on Long Island racism. Just to show everybody, you know, how much I know about it and how scary it is and how we got to watch out for it. But it's totally not me or anyone I know. It's no one that's ever been in my backyard, but those others. It's so strange to have this. You build military AI, military drone, autonomous drone technology to export to war zones all over the world. You build domestic surveillance technology to surveil our friends and neighbors. And then your other pet passion is the Antichrist. It's odd. Wouldn't you include tennis? Wouldn't you go, and I'm big into tennis. Something else. It's odd, and I like ice fishing. I build autonomous drone technology. I build domestic surveillance technology.
And I love lake trout.
And I love lake trout, and I love big mouth bass fishing.
Yeah.
But instead, he goes, and I've also developed quite a keen interest in Satan. And I'd love to, talk to everyone about it for 4 fucking things in San Francisco. 4 things in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Seems a bit much.
But I call everybody sir.
Yeah.
I call everybody sir.
Yeah.
It's like the byproduct of me living in Texas now.
Right.
too.
Sure.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're going to.
You don't get pulled over anymore here.
And if I do, it's not that big of a deal.
If you get pulled over
I'm a good
here,
boy.
a cop gives you money. They go, Mr. Rogan, here's a check. I mean, there's no way. There's no law that you cannot break here. I'm guaranteeing you.
I don't think that's correct.
I think you could do a lot. I think they would cover up a murder.
That's sweet.
If you murdered 3 people, I think the Austin PD would go, whatever, man. He's doing a lot. They'd bring that mayor, that guy, and he'd go, what? They go, yeah, the suspect's Joe Rogan. He was standing over the bodies. They'd go, are you out of your fucking mind? Drive him home right now. Drive that man home.
If I was in waist deep in Rainy Street, drowning a party goer,
they don't care.
Bro, they still don't want to admit that there's a serial killer.
You're the tourism board.
People tend to, become accustomed to outrage.
They're
very
looking to
quickly.
be outraged, but this is one where you're like, come on.
No, it's enough already.
You don't think that lady could win? That's crazy.
She should. Yeah, she
She
should
can
win.
fucking win, but
Not at 34.
she's still hot.
No, she's still hot. but
Why is there a age limit? By 34, you should have a kid. You should have your shit together, not be in a beauty pageant. I guess you
Well,
could see that argument.
I mean, at 34 years old, I think
You've only got like 4 years left of kids.
as a woman at 34 years old, I think you should be put in a facility.
Like a horse.
Yeah. So I think that's what the problem is. I think this woman still being out there.
The most racist is like, who's going to clean your toilet? Like we've
Well,
seen
that was Kelly Osbourne on the
Yeah.
video. She's like, Mr. Trump, who's going to eat your shit? If you don't have immigrants here, who's going to eat your shit when you shit in a toilet?
By the way, is she in the witness protection program? Because she looks like a totally different human being now.
I don't know what they did. They popped her on somebody Ozemps and they threw her in the shed.
Have you seen the new Alien show that's on
No,
Hulu?
I haven't.
It's really good. It's an alien show. But one of the things they do is they take like a dying person and they download their consciousness into like a symbiotic organism.
And is this fake or is it real? Like, are they a real dying person?
Well,
it's a fictional
it's a
thing.
Fictional.
Okay.
It's Alien the movie.
Gotcha.
Like Ridley Scott Alien.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wonder if that happened to her.
Well, for sure.
Because
I mean,
otherwise, like, how does she look?
That's the problem. You want to defend Hollywood people sometimes against the QAnon stuff, and then you look at them and you're like, oh, God, can you make it easier for me to say you're not a clone? I mean, these young girls are 23 years old and they have so much plastic surgery, they look like they're 47.
It's nuts. They
It's
have Botox
crazy.
already, and they're in their 20s.
And then all the QAnon people are like, it's because they're not getting enough of the whatever, adrenochrome. And you're like, no, that's not it. And then you look at their faces, you go, oh, shit. Maybe it is it. I mean,
show me a photo of. She looks great. I should
Yes,
say this.
of course.
I'm just joking around. I'm
We're
sure.
all kidding.
She hasn't been downloaded into a new body.
Not yet.
But if I had her on the pod, like if someone said, you want Kelly Osbourne to be on the podcast, and I said, sure, and she showed up, I'm like, who the fuck are you?
yeah, it's a fully new head. She has a new head.
Like, that's kind of crazy.
She just got a new head.
That's kind of crazy. The left one, I'm like,
the left one
that's
is
Ozzy.
A lesbian.
Yeah.
And the right one is hot and kind of and seems to be Asian.
Go to the other one, the last one that you showed up, that one. That's kind of...
Can you go to 2003 and 2025? That's my favorite one right there.
Oh, right below that.
Please go to that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the left is me, and then the right, yeah.
That seems so crazy. This is where it's fascinating, like what Bill Gates has done in his career, where he's pivoted to become this guy who's like really concentrated on global health.
Right.
You know, and philanthropy.
Yes.
All of his time is now spent on philanthropy.
Yes. Well, it's a great way to launder money. Mm-hmm. That's huge. It's a great way to launder money.
It's also a great way to launder your image.
Great way to launder your image.
Well, I remember him in the 90s where everybody was mad at him. He was the antitrust guy. He was constantly in court about that.
Well, that's why he went to Epstein's Island, because he was doing an ecological survey of the area. He was studying beach erosion. Do you think weed's going to be federally legal?
If I had to guess, not during this administration.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. I think.
No, and it feels like a lot of the, like the experimental harm reduction policies in places like Portland are going the other way.
Well, they went a little crazy in a place that was already crazy.
Yeah, they had a woman driving around shooting people up called the stabbing wagon, and she was like, if somebody needed a fix, she'd like pull up and give them clean needles and stuff.
Is it really called the stabbing wagon?
It was called the stabbing wagon.
For real?
Yeah, because you're stabbing. And if you're just tweeting... No, this is like a way to help.
Oh, Portland.
This was a way to help people.
Oh, Portland.
And people
so
would just be
beautiful.
chilling and like, hey, I need a couple of clean needles. So this woman would just show up. There'd be like a bunch of junkies hanging out. She'd show up. She'd hop out of the stabbing wagon with a bunch of clean needles, hand them out. People are like, fuck yeah, good to see you.
Oh, my God.
And she's like, fuck yeah, hope you're all doing good. And they're like, well, you know how it is.
Oh, my God.
And the problem was that didn't work.
Not only did it not work, it encouraged people to move there to shoot up.
Yeah, actually, that's true. So people started moving there because they're like, this is actually a pretty good deal. They don't care if you live on the street. And there's this bitch in a van that shows up with clean needles.
And they give you money.
Yeah, and whatever you need.
They give you free money and food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here it is, the stabbing wagon.
Stabbing wagon. Harm reduction. No, I mean, it's real.
She only has 4,000 followers. That's fucked. Hit that follow, Jamie. Hit a little follow on her.
There you go. Look at the stab. There's a stabbing wagon.
Well, at least she's healthy.
It's the stabbing wagon.
Okay, makes sense.
So at the end of the day, it's like that.
Jesus
That
Christ.
seems like a good way to combat drug use is to have a van of drugs.
That van got a $1.5 million grant. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that in the previous article?
Of course.
$1.5 million grant.
Well, because they're trying to help people
get high.
They're trying to help people get high in a safe way.
Bro, where she parked that van? That's what I need to know.
I mean, it's a good question. She probably lived in the burbs and then came in and then did what she needed to do.
Doesn't look like a burbs lady.
Well, that's a good point. Well, those weird those Pacific Northwest suburbs. A lot of them aren't my burbs. The ones that I like.
Very odd. Those people are.
It's different.
They're like people that live outside of Chernobyl.
Yeah,
like they're forever changed.
It's different. There's not a lot of sun up there. Something's going on.
Bad DNA damage.
What was funny is like there's a big article where they were like, yeah, this is actually like what's crazy is like you read about those cities, right? Like Portland or San Francisco, they'll do the craziest thing ever, and then like 2 years later they'll start going like, yeah, this just is not having the results that we thought it would have. Like drug use is up, crime is up. Violence is up. So Santa Monica now is doing a curfew because there's been violent crimes at night.
No way.
They're thinking about doing a curfew in Santa Monica. So again, Santa Monica's thinking about doing a curfew because there's like violent crime. So instead of just going like, hey, we got to throw these people in jail, they're like, it's 9 o'clock, go home. This is California. This is the biggest economy in our country. And they're thinking of having a curfew because they're all out of ideas on how to like stop people from like being victims of violent crime.
Bro, I got friends who can't sell their houses there.
No, it's bad. I'm glad I sold my house when it did.
Nobody wants to buy houses there anymore.
Nobody wants to buy houses there.
They're like, we're getting out. Everybody who's not out is at least thinking about
Uber rich people are, a lot of them are just keeping their houses because they can't get the money they want. So like people that are like in Bel Air, those crazy things, right?
Right.
Beverly Hills, Bel Air, these behemoths. they're just kind of like, just leave it.
You gotta hope that like there's some crazy celebrity rapper guy like Kendrick Lamar decides to buy a mansion.
Well, you
You know
also
what I mean? Like if you're
yeah.
selling a $70 million house, you have like 5 people that will buy
You
it.
also got to hope that they elect Rick Caruso and he goes around California in a tank with a bunch of guys in bazookas, and it's like the craziest thing you've ever seen. That's all you can hope for.
You need like a Rudy Giuliani type character.
Yeah, I mean, you need Sergeant Slaughter from the old WWF. I mean, you need a fully fascist. You need a guy to run as a fascist. When they go, "Are you a Republican?" He goes, "No, no, 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 no. I am a fascist. This is a military dictatorship. You need 4 years of a military dictatorship in California to just turn it around, to just start steering it the other way."
Well, it's moving red. That's one thing that you saw by the electoral
Yeah.
map from 2024. California is
Yeah,
moving
it's
red.
going red.
Yeah,
There's
slowly
only
but
so many
surely.
times you can wake up in a $4 million house with a gun in your mouth before you start thinking differently about it. I'm not going to be a marquee actor. Like if I ever did a movie, I'd want it to be a cult classic, unwoke,
But look at
very
Bert.
funny.
Bert Kreischer, the machine. He's just like
Yeah.
he released the trailer on
Yeah.
the podcast that I did with him.
Yeah.
And
But that's him.
After you release
something
the
like
tra-
that I could do because it's like his story.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You as a corrupt mortgage guy.
Yeah, something like that. Something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That you could do.
That I could do.
Like you could do your story.
That I could do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of
I mean,
you selling subprime mortgages.
it would have to be that. It couldn't be. I'm not going to come into like a role.
But it would have to be like far enough from 2008 where people
Yes.
aren't mad at you anymore.
Right. Well, I think
know?
I think I've done a great job rehabilitating the image of subprime mortgage salespeople. That's one of the things I believe I've done. I think I've kind of, because the borrowers were criminals too
Right.
also.
But did they know they were criminals, or were they just like give it an
everybody
opportunity?
Everybody wants money. If you look at the word victim throughout history, you've a big history guy. Imagine explaining to someone in history you were a victim, and then they're going, "What were you a victim of?" They go, "Somebody gave me $700,000." You go, "What?" I was a horrible victim of this predatory scam. What was the scam? Somebody gave me $700,000. I didn't have a job. You were a victim? No, everybody played the game, and then, it's musical chairs. The chairs run out. I lost a house. My house was foreclosed on. I bought a house when I was 22. I had no money. I bought a $600,000 house in Long Island.
Did you really?
It sold 5 years later for $250,000. It was not a good investment. I would never sell someone something I wouldn't sell myself. I was a cocaine addict, and I wanted a house. I love houses. I don't like homes. Homes are weird.
What do you mean?
People that have families and like love in the home. I prefer just a nice house to destroy.
Really?
Yeah, I have an investment course called Many Houses, No Homes. How to own and abuse real estate. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, and then I lost a house too, and I bounced back. I moved into some dump, and I did stand-up for 8 years.
You're lucky you're funny.
And the best years of my life were spent doing stand-up, and eating pizza in New York. And then, and then I came and I did your show, and things were okay. So it's going to be fine. There are people that are very talented, but then there are people also that are just, they're good at getting famous and staying famous.
Right.
And some of it, like this family that screams and yells in a Costco, and they sing songs in a Costco. That's their whole thing. And they've been on the Tonight Show, and they're
Really?
You've never seen the Costco family?
No.
The Costco family is a family of cretins from Florida, and they scream and yell, and they have a song about Costco, and they eat these cookies. I mean, can you please back me up here because he thinks I'm
How
making
do I
this
not
up.
know about
That's
this?
the thing. They bring
No.
the boom.
They bring the boom. They,
They
have
bring
a
the
whole,
boom, Joe?
They
They
have
bring
a
the boom
whole show.
everywhere.
They bring the boom?
I think
yeah.
they're demons, and it's an incantation because they go double chocolate cookie, and I think it's a demonic incantation, and I believe they're the physical representation of an entity called Baal. And Roseanne talks about this.
What?
Look at this.
That's what we do. We bring the boom. We bring the boom to you. We bring the
But this is an
What?
evolution. They got to the
Wait
song.
a minute, how many
after-
views are on this?
I mean, well, this is just the YouTube
This,
version. This
but
is
they're,
not.
these are
they're big on
these are
TikTok and
famous
Instagram.
people, and this is something is wrong. This is as disturbing as the drones.
Well, here's the thing about TikTok and the thing about Reels and even Twitter to a certain extent. When you're just scrolling from video to video to video,
Yeah.
like it doesn't have to be good to get your attention.
No, it's the cringe element of it is what makes, because every view is created equal.
Right.
So if you're repulsed by something and you keep showing it to people.
Right.
So that's how you got this family. Can you play their song?
Well, yeah, sorry.
I mean, Jamie, this is worse than the drones. And they're literally well known.
Do Christmas boom?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is like,
It's giving me ads for some reason right now. They just
YouTube
broke-
wants money.
Yeah, they just broke through the ad blocker.
Give me
Give
that
the whole ad,
money.
too.
I mean, don't they ever have enough, these people?
Here we go.
This is satanic.
They stay on brand.
So the point, the boom here. The
These
boom,
guys deserve all the money in the world.
they eat this garbage, and then they rate it on a boom meter. So
What?
they go eat this chicken bake at
How
Costco.
famous are these people?
Very. I mean,
Like very famous. Joe,
internet
it's
fame right now. Very famous. They're everywhere. This guy used to be a pro wrestler. He
maybe China
started-
should.
okay.
Maybe China
So
should
he
take
knows how
over.
to perform.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But it's like,
See, look, Mr. Beast bringing the double chunk chocolate chookie.
It's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
I mean, this is.
What is that?
It's a double chunk chocolate cookie.
It's an incantation. It's demonic.
Well, that's why the drones are here. It's a signal.
But by the way,
Imagine
it
if
is
that's a signal.
time. Like, as much as I don't want this to happen, like, it is time.
Don't you kind of want it to happen though?
It might need to.
If it's aliens, I kind of want it to happen.
I think it might. They might have said, we're not doing that, the aliens. They might have heard double chocolate. And the aliens went, no, you fucking retards. We gave you technology thousands of years ago to figure it out. We visited the Sumerians. We gave them stuff. And you've used it to go to Costco. Enough. We're sending the orbs.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, it is too much.
So to base your life on fame is stupid.